Hi, everybody from all over the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everything in between. And thanks for joining us today for this special AACC Coalition Assembly Town Hall. Today, uh, as all of you guys know, something really important is happening right now in the Cardano ecosystem, which is we have the intersect elections, committee elections going on right now. And something that I have seen in the elections that has steadily been happening in the past few years is that the representation, has steadily increased. And now we can see candidates from all over the world participating in intersect elections. And this year, I just had a quick look at the list of people who has applied for and is running for positions right now. And I got to say I'm very impressed. I saw quite a lot of people from representing all over the world, and this is something that I think every single one of us shares, right? Something we all are really proud about is that Cardano, this ecosystem, brings together people from all over the world. And then when you talk about AACC's job is to bring people in Asia and Africa, represent them within this big ecosystem that is Cardano. So, and again, like I said, and this year, we can clearly see there's a lot of candidates from Asia and a lot of candidates from Africa who has applied. And so today you guys will get to see some of the people who will be representing you guys at the intersect committees. So without further ado, I think we have a lot of people here to talk here that are here to talk about here. So because of that, I think I will, yeah. And today's session at a glance is that we will mainly focus on all the candidates and get them to present what. Uh, for the candidates, one thing I want to ask you is, guys, is like, please make sure that at the beginning of your speech and at the end of your speech, try and mention what position, what seat you're running for, so that our people who are listening to you guys can remember and hopefully vote for you guys. So please remember to do that twice. That way, people will remember it really well. So yeah, without further ado, I would like to first, who do I have on the? We have about 10 candidates today, and then in that list, I think I don't see. Okay, so from that list, let me check. I don't. Is Christopher Poco here? If you are there, can you please raise your hand if you have come from a different name or something like that? Okay, since I can't see him, I think the second person I can see. Is it the same Olivier that I'm seeing here? No, that's two different.
Yeah, we are two Olivier. We are two Olivier.
That's the correct Olivier. Hi, Olivier.
Yes.
Awesome. So take the stage and please take this time to present your case. Thank you.
Oh yes. Thank you really for inviting us in this beautiful space to present our candidacies in intersect elections committees. Um, I'm Olivier. From Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa. And yes, I've been in the Cardano ecosystem since 2021. And yeah, currently I am a front-end developer and also I am a junior Cardano dev. Yeah, here I basically use Icon and Pro Tools, as Cardano languages. I'm also a member of Goma Cardano Hub. Yeah, I'm a trainer there and I help on managing their Congo Cardano ecosystem community. And also apart from that, as you know, we are Goma DREP and I'm part of this DREP. Try to give advices and maybe make some analysis of for some government actions we have to vote on. Yeah, and also as a Coxygen and Women Global and the Women's Cardano Ambassador in DR Congo. So here we help to train a student in Haskell Plutus with Sibanda as a founder of Oxygen Global and the Wings Cardano. And also, apart from that, I'm a Midnight Ambassador, and also I'm a milestone reviewer in Project Catalyst. Yeah, we try to review a proof of achievement for project to make sure they are being founding, mixing Cardano objectives, or let's say KPIs. Yeah, and apart from that, I'm an active content creator. So I create content about Cardano Web3 using X and also Cardano Forum. I post a lot of articles there in order to onboard the community. Yeah, and talking about my experience in the past, I've served as a community reviewer in Project Catalyst since Found 9. And also in the early stage of Intersect, I served as a volunteer reviewer for Intersect local meetups grant. I think some of us remember about this grant, which has the object to make the Intersect known in the whole world. And also, yeah, I served also as a reviewer for constitutional workshops. This also I've made it voluntarily. This was I've based in the European region. Yeah, I reviewed also treasury withdrawal proposals. This is in the last year with Intersect. And also I have received the fund, and I organized with Goma Hub here, the first Intersect local meetup in DR Congo. Yeah, and also apart from that, as member of Goma Hub, I've co-organized a lot of maybe event like Cardano Summit 2022, CIP 1694 workshop, Dire Pioneer workshop, constitutional workshop, and other meetups helping to onboard people to Cardano ecosystem. Yeah, and also technically, as part of here we are building a project called Wenze. So this one aimed to it's like an online marketplace which will work in Goma town, DR Congo, and they will integrate EDA payment, and also it's using escrow smart contract gaining from ICANN language from Cardano blockchain. And also lastly, as part of African Tech Summit 2026, I've been among mentors for developers here. As you know, it was like a global summit for Africa, and each country has organized it locally. So I was among mentors who helped. We've been helping developers here. As you know, we have developers, but many of them they are Web2 developers. So in the hackathon, I was among those who have been giving them insight and also some knowledges about how to code in Cardano, maybe integrating smart contracts, Cardano payment, maybe wallet and things like this. And also apart from that, as I told you, as a community reviewer, I try to review even technical projects like smart contracts and website systems. And all of these are like my technical contribution to the Cardano ecosystem. And also I daily participate in Cardano dev sessions, and this helped me maybe to contribute and to help onboard other developers in the Cardano ecosystem. As part of these elections, I applied for 3 committees: civics committee, MCC, and open source. And if I can maybe say about my motivations to these committees. Firstly, as a civics committee, which aim to provide guidance on Cardano governance. So I feel like I have a lot of knowledges and experiences in Cardano, like since having participated as a co-organizer of CIP 1694, gave me really a good understanding of Cardano governance. As this was like the first maybe workshop for Cardano governance. So since there, and maybe reviewing Intersect grant, organizing Intersect local meetups, and being part of advisors of Goma Direp. So I think all of these knowledges gave me the strengths and the motivation to apply for this civic committee. And also for the membership, Yeah, as I
Uh,
told you,
Olivia,
yes.
sorry to cut you off on that one. The issue is there is a lot of people waiting on the call today, so unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to let you talk for more than 5, 6 minutes because we told earlier in the beginning that we only want we can only allow you to speak for 5 minutes only. So, but if we have time at the end, I would like to hear next up. Is Martin with us? Yes, I can see Martin over here. Martin, please, can you present your case now?
Hey, hope you can hear me.
Perfect. All good.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Malik, for the flow. It's quite good. Has been a long time since we met in Nairobi last time. I see all the faces I know here: Malik, Randy, Kavinda, Wijaya, Seidu, all the amazing people. It's been really a long time since we didn't meet. So Malik, I would like to start by a small thing. I've seen on the list, it's like we have mixed up names. We have mixed up names with Olivier, Martin, and all the stuffs. So I am Martin. The one who has been speaking is Olivier Mwati Mulamo, and there is another Olivier that will be coming after. I don't
Yeah,
know how we
Martin,
can.
Martin Musagara, right?
Yeah, just a rap, but
Yeah, yeah,
there is another
that's
one
you. That's a great one.
having the name of Martin. Maybe we'll look at that after. So talking of myself, I'm Martin Musagara, and I've been around the Cardano ecosystem since 2021. Been like 4 years, 5 years now. That's quite a lot of things. I've seen this ecosystem evolve, and I've been really part of many of the things that have been happening in the ecosystem. My entry points in the Cardano ecosystem was mostly education and onboarding. Since I discovered Cardano since I was still at university, and I first got interested into this technology and all the things that we could bring in terms of improvements and disrupting things we do in our common days activities. And from there, I decided to get my people, to get my community onboarded and participate in this global movement and not to be left behind. So I've seen the governance initiative in the Cardano ecosystem started when I was here. The very first initiatives with the CIP 1694 workshop in Edinburgh and the community-led workshops to give ideas on the CIP and all the things that will become the governance we are living today. And we ended up in Nairobi and Buenos Aires, giving our voice, deciding on the final touches for the governance. All these amazing experiences had really made me uh, a skin in the game guy for Cardano. And this time around, I am applying to be part of NSL committees. And yeah, I have committees. I applied on 3 committees, but I believe if I get your support on one or two of them, that will already be quite a lot. I applied for the MCC. I applied on the growth or the GMC and on civics. I did not apply on these 3 committees because I have maybe all the answers to the actual challenges, but I believe that from the experience I have and from all the things I've been doing in the ecosystem, wherever you decide to vote for me, whether on MCC, GMC, or civics, I'll be able to bring in my contribution and help grow together this ecosystem. So I will not take much time. We still have like 2 days to vote, guys. Uh, Look at my candidacies, and I believe we will be able to do something within the next 12 months. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Martin. That was good. Actually, it's not 12 months, if I'm not mistaken. This time, if you get selected, it'll be a 2-year tenure. So you will be selected for 2 years, not 1 year. So 24 months, I guess. Let's see who we have next. Uh, Is Imara with us today? Is Imara there? If she's there, can you raise your hand? I don't see. If I don't see on in the next few seconds, I think I'll go for the next person. Yeah, I don't see any hands raised. So then the next person on the list, we have. I'm really sorry if
Can
I'm
I take
pronouncing your
the
name wrong.
rounds?
Sorry.
Can I
Hello.
speak and you present my candidature?
Yes. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I did say you should be able to start.
Uh,
Yes, you can start. Perfect.
so, thank you.
All right.
I'm here. I'm Olivier Rishi Matabaro. Olivier Rishi Matabaro. You know, we have two Olivier there. The first one is already done. And I'm in Goma Hub in Congolese community. And I'm an elected member now in MCC. We are here with some person here, and I am in the Cardano community since 2022, and it's like 4 years ago, and I I'm in the French communities. I'm participate in many workshop on intersect, and I'm a community reviewer and the moderator in Project Catalan since the fine turn, and I I speak some language that I'm very well in French and Spanish, and I try to understand a little English and the most language Swahili of our Africa. And here I'm I'm applying for the GMC for to growth marketing and committee. There, I will try to I have a motivation. It's simple. I want to bridge governance and growth because in my community there are so many people who don't understand very well who don't have the opportunity to know the the governance of Cardano. As an MCC, I understood now how Intersect work from the inside and how decisions are made. Now I want to bridge that understanding into GMC to improve communication, engagement, and adoption within the community. For me, but I think MCC and GMC are not separate roles, but complementary. One gives me governance insight, and other allow me to turn the into real community growth. My goal is to make Intersect more accessible, more engaging, and easy to understand for everyone. I think that growth starts with clarity, and the clarity starts with connection between governance and the community. That is the bridge I want to build. I think that more information in my candidature in our intersect board. If you can try to read more about me, you will see about my personal information. So thank you very much. I'm Olivier Rishi Matabaro, an elected MCC. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And sorry about that confusion. All right. Let me see who we have next. Why is this not working? There you go. Oh, next we have a very familiar name. This name I'm not going to get wrong. Hopefully. Next we have Randy. Randy, are you there?
Yes, Malik, I'm here.
Awesome. Yes. By the way, when there is 1 more minute remaining, I will, I don't know, I think maybe I'm trying to see what's a good emoji I can use. Maybe 100%. No, I can't agree with the No, man, if you're going over 6 minutes, I'll let you know. That's how easier. All right. Sorry about that. Yes, Randy, everybody.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Randy from Indonesia, currently running for Civic Committee, and I'm reapplying for the Civics Committee and Intersect Steering Committee. So yeah, thank you, Fanny. This is a small presentation. Looks cute. And yeah, I also share my portfolio through the chat. Everyone can check my contribution along with the latest proposal that our committee had, civic budget process. I see Nana here as well. I hope me and Nana could continue the committee because we had a lot of things that have to be maintained and continued, such as the working group. I know that governance education working group needs to be maintained and keep being updated in the future because I saw a scatter interest from the DAOs and also other organization. They have their own way to educate the community, but yeah, I think right now I'm just trying to continue the governance along with friends here and the external people that love to contribute as well. And next, yeah, this is why I want to be involved again in civic committee and ISC. The steering committee also need a concern from my point of view. I joined the Intersect Governance Working Group as well. And yeah, I think it will require more people and diversity in those working groups. And also, I want to support the Intersect as much as I can. Yep. The commitment is this is following the rules and the simple feature that Intersect already provide, but I do more than it's supposed to be. Okay, that is from my side. Thank you, everyone. Please vote for me for the Civics and ISC, Intersect Steering Committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Randy. Really nice presentation. I really like it. Very colorful and very attractive. Awesome. Next, who do we have on the list? Oh, next we have Fanny. So Fanny, please take the stage.
Okay. Thank you, Malik. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. It's been a long time. I'm here. And then let me introduce myself. My name is Fanny Wijaya. I'm from Indonesia. I'm Cardano Ambassador Indonesia since 2024. For now, I'm currently MCC member too. And in Indonesia, I have a Cardano Woman Indonesia. This is a stage for the women. They can contribute, they can learn, and do everything to improvement themselves. And also for now, I'm contributor for project Beyond MVG with Ayo, with Nana also. We are working together. And so for now, for my MCC experience, also do everything that MCC do, like a voting and governance discussion. I'm contribute to make some budgeting for MCC and with Sanjaya and Akel from Sri Lanka too. We are doing together to doing a KPI for Cardano Intersect Hub, sorry. And also I'm doing to bridge Indonesian community to global Intersect process. For now, I have 2 books that I I'm writing with Indonesian language to explain how the governance in Cardano, how the governance do in Indonesian example. And then I supported to onboarding few new members to Intersect community. And I applied to CBC as Cardano Budgeting Committee. Why? Because I'm also I have some background in accounting and business administration, and I think this is my education background. Supposed to be I know some numbers and auditing do and financial accountability. So I think this is will be works that Cardano can I can apply my education to the Cardano ecosystem. This is my vision is strong collaboration. Yeah. Hi. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is okay. Okay, let's continue. This is my vision is collaborate between MCC, CBC, and Indonesian community, also the global. They are more accessibility governance for non-English speaker. This is for me. Then please vote for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Fanny, for that. Let me see who's next on the list. There's quite a few people today. Next we have Boaz. Is Boaz on here? I don't see him today. Interesting. Let me just check one more time. Nope. I don't see Boaz on the list. Okay, then I do see Nana Safo here. So Nana, please take the stage, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Malik, for having me here. And of course, a very big thank you to Bernard Sibanda for extending the invitation to me. I probably wouldn't have heard about this, but I'm glad to be here all the same. And I see, quite a few. I mean, I see some new faces. I see some faces that I know also, familiar faces here. I see Kavinda, I see Darlington, I see Fanny, I see Randy, It's good to see you guys once again. Anyways, my name is Nana Safo, and I am an incumbent member of the service committee, and I've candidated myself again to be re-elected to continue the good works that we've been doing at the service committee over the past year. My tenure is coming to an end in June this year, and I'm hoping that by the end of this election, I should have been re-elected to continue what we started already, at the service committee. And I'm basically running for service committee because over the past few years, my engagement in Cardano, especially with governance, has been, on the top level, if I should put it that way. I've been extremely active, as an individual, trying to, help the African community bridge themselves into Cardano governance. And I've done so not just as an individual, but also through the support of the entity I work for, which is WADA Global. As you all know, WADA played a very key role, of which I was, instrumental in this, in making sure that, Africa gets some slots to host some, governance workshops before the constitution actually, became a living document, And from there, I sort of, determined that, okay, if we have been able to do this, then it's definitely useful for us to continue or push forward in terms of making sure that Cardano governance, which is everybody. So my main priority for running for service committee last year was to bridge a gap between governance education and the African community, and I think I've done quite an enormous amount of work, not just as an individual, but collaboratively with also the other members of the service committee, especially Randy and then Alex, who together we formed the governance education working group, where at the end of the day we've been able to create a database that contains a list of all governance educational resources you could think of. The reason we came up with this particular solution was that we realized that it was difficult to locate governance educational materials if you want to learn about Cardano governance or upgrade or update your literacy level. So we thought, okay, let's set a working group. Initially, we wanted to use that working group to sort of come up with materials, but along the lines we decided, we had to rather build a framework that would allow us to filter existing materials, and then once these existing materials are filtered, the ones that are good for consumption by the ecosystem can be published, so that the ecosystem can now begin to easily access these educational materials. So we did that, and then out of that we also identified about 34 distinct resources or materials. Then we ran it, or we assessed it against the filtering framework, and then we had about 27 being fit for use by the ecosystem. So that has been done. That is the first phase of the job that has been done. It has been handed over to the service committee, and it is going to be live pretty soon. Thomas is working on a simple application that could aid people to easily access such resources. So very soon it's going to be launched, and then you probably will have access to it as well to be able to use it. Now going forward, there is a need for such initiative to be maintained. What I mean is that at least quarterly, these resources needs to be reviewed and it needs to be updated, so that those that are out of date or no more effective can be taken out, and then the new ones that are coming in can also be added, so that people can have an up-to-date knowledge base in terms of Cardano governance. And this is one of the main reasons why it is paramount for not just me, but Randy also to rerun for this election, because we want to continue this work that we have done. We understand that service committee holds the authority to decide whether or not to proceed with maintaining or even allowing people to engage with such initiative. But we believe that if we are there, then it is easy for us to vote in favor of maintaining such good act, and that is the reason why we are here today, asking for you to vote for us, and then retain us at the service committee, so that we can continue the good jobs that we are doing. Aside that, Fanny mentioned that I'm also a co-contributor on the Beyond Minimum Viable Governance project, which basically is something we are doing to assess the health of Cardano governance thus far. We know that governance has been in place for a while now, but it has never been tested against reality. So that is what we are doing with Beyond Minimum Viable Governance. And at the end of the day, we are going to produce probably a SIP that would introduce how we can move governance beyond being a minimum viable governance project or product. So my contributions are a lot in the ecosystem. I'm not sure I can mention it all, but if you know me, you know that I've been very active, right from individual contributions to team contributions and all, and I can't mention it all here, but I'm glad to be here today to share with you that I'm also a candidate for service committee, and I would like for you to vote for me as well, and then let's build Cardano governance together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nana. So with that, I think I have exhausted the whole list of people. Have I missed anyone who's present here today? Everybody managed to present, right? Nobody didn't get the chance or anything. So if you didn't, please raise your hand so I can let you on the stage in case I missed anybody. Yeah, I don't see anybody's hands up. Awesome. So so that was good. Like, I can see some really strong candidates here today, and then I did take a bunch of notes, and I have a few good candidates I'm going to be voting for now. And hopefully you guys will be you guys found somebody good also in the list who you can be voting for, because always remember, participating in, like, one interesting thing about Cardano is, unlike in other blockchains, Cardano is not a spectator sport, the way I say it. Like, if you are part of the Cardano ecosystem, you have to take part in this ecosystem. You have to take part in the voting. You have to take part in governance. This is what makes Cardano so much more unique than any other ecosystem that is out there when you consider these blockchains. So please make sure, if you are a member of Intersect, please make sure you vote for some of these candidates, because these are the people who actually care about this ecosystem. These are the people who show up and put in the hard work and work hard to make sure all of us, get something out of this. So please make sure that, I think we have only 2 more days. Yeah, less than 2 more days for the voting. So please make sure you guys vote as soon as possible. And I know there's a lot of Sri Lankans in the, what do you call, in the gallery also today. Like, there's a lot of Sri Lankans we personally called and invited. So if you guys are watching, අද ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ මේ වෝට් එක ඔගොල්ලන්ගේ වටිනා ඡන්දය මේගොල්ලන්ට ලබා දෙන්න කියලා මම මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉල්ලා හිටනවා. මේ කට්ටියට මේ මෙතන හොඳ කැන්ඩිඩේට්ස්ලා කවුරු හිටියා නම් ඒ කැන්ඩිඩේට්ස්ලාට ප්ලීස් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ වෝට් එක ලබා දෙන්න. So with that, we have a very special person. When we talk about Intersect, we have a special person among us today. As you all know, Kavinda is one of the Intersect board members. So I would like to ask Kavinda to share a few thoughts about this election process, and if there's any advice you can give the guys. So would like to hear your thoughts on the election, Kavinda.
Thank you, Malik, and good afternoon and good evening and good morning to everyone who's joining in from everywhere else in the world as well. I think, first of all, I would like to thank everybody for stepping forward during these elections, because I think honestly, this is where it all begins as well, because when we all get involved in Cardano, there are things that we can do and we can contribute to now. And we didn't have that before. Now we actually do that. So the fact that so many people are putting themselves forward and choosing to show up, that actually says a lot. I think one of the things I'd say for everybody else who are running for these elections, if you do get elected, please don't treat this as a position. It's more or less a very big responsibility where it's being kept on your shoulders by the community. So these communities are still pretty much being shaped. None of the committees are like properly set in a certain way that this is how it's supposed to go. It's still being shaped. So you can contribute to how it's going to shape and how it's going to become what it's going to become in the future. And a lot of it will depend on how seriously people are going to be taking that from now on. And as very rightly, like Malik said, this time when you get elected, you're not just getting elected for 1-year term, you're getting elected for 2-year term. So that's a longer time period for you to put your effort in, shape the way things are, maybe change things, maybe refine certain things, and maybe bring in different viewpoints of what you already know from your regions, and then challenge certain ideas that are out there. Because I think that's how we will get this governance going and change the way we want it to change. So, and the other thing is, there's only limited amount of seats. So not everybody might not get elected. So if you don't get elected, don't get disheartened, because that doesn't mean you're still outside the system. Because at the end of the day, the good thing or the big thing is the fact that you put yourself out there and you're basically running for a committee election seat. So that itself is a big deal. And also the fact that you have the working groups right now. And it's not just limited to a seat. So even if you don't get elected, doesn't mean you can't contribute. You still can contribute through discussions, certain meetings that are going on, through feedback loops that we have, working groups, like I mentioned, where you can go and contribute to certain things that are happening, because these committees will have working groups under them as well. So it's something quite important for all of us to remember, because this ecosystem is still very much evolving. And the culture, the standards, how we see it right now and how people are engaging right now, maybe we might not fully agree with certain things. We might need to change certain things. Maybe there's toxicity in the ecosystem. And it's all governed by us now. So we need to make sure that we bring those things out to the open and we try and become the change we want to see. So I think as we're talking in a discussion forum like AACC, where we are bringing in voices from not just Asia, but also Africa, we're bringing everyone together from different backgrounds. This matters even more. And I would personally like to see more Asians and more African representation within Intersect as well, which is something that I always say. I mentioned this even in Nairobi this time and last time as well. Asia and Africa actually does contribute to 80% of the world's population. So we need to make sure that it is represented within organizations like Intersect, which is there to become the coordination layer for Cardano. So I think my advice or my message to all of you would be the fact that even if you get elected or even if you don't get elected, I encourage all of you to stay informed. And I genuinely believe, like all of you, every single one of you who's stepping up like this is how this ecosystem becomes extremely strong. So thank you so much for putting in the time. And I hope to see all of you in the committee seats as well. And just to say a few words for some of the Sri Lankans who are in attendance here today, because we do have a lot of Sri Lankans at Intersect as members within our hub. So would like to say a few words in Sinhala for them as well. May other පැවැත්වුණ ACC ටවන් හෝල් එකේ ප්‍රසන්ට් කරපු සියලුම අප්‍රිකානු සහ ආසියාතික ජාතිකයන් වන මේ සියලුම දෙනා ඇත්තටම මේ ඉන්ටර්සෙක් සංවිධානය හරහා කඩානෝ දියුණු කරන්න එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒක හින්දා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ වෝට් එක අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මේගොල්ලන්ට වෝට් කරනකොට අනිවාර්යෙන්ම බලන්න මේගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රොෆයිල්ස් බලලා මේගොල්ලන්ගේ කන්ට්‍රිබියුෂන්ස් බලලා ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් වෝට් එකක් දෙන්න කියලා මම ඉල්ලීමක් කරනවා. ඉතින් ඒකින්ද අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේක බලලා ඕගොල්ලන් මේකත් එක්ක ඉන්වෝල්ව් වෙන්න තව දවස් දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කරන්න කියලා මම මේ අවස්ථාවේදී කියන්න කැමතියි. So thank you so much once again for all of you and all the very best. Like this is something I would like to say. If this is not somebody else's system, this is ours. And it becomes what we choose to make it be. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kavinder. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I perfectly said, like, really, really true. And 100% I agree with you on that. And so with that, hopefully, unless there's anything else anybody else wants to add, I think we only have about 6 minutes. So I don't think there's much we can add at this point. But it was really wonderful to I see Nana Safa has his hand up. Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. This is just an announcement I want to make. So at the Service Committee, we are starting a new working group, which is called a Governance Incentives Working Group. Our aim is to, look at, mechanisms or frameworks that could be used to incentivize governance actors. We know that it has been one of the main issues holding back, effective participation. So we are trying to resolve that issue. So if you are here and you're interested in, a working group as such, please check the Intersect Service Committee Discord channel and then find our working group over there and then join us on our next call, which will be on Tuesday at 11 a.m. UTC. And then let's have a beautiful discussion as to how we can, grow Cardano governance in terms of incentivization. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nana. Let me see. Actually, there's somebody I want to throw under the bus here. I actually see Darlington down there, right? Like smiling. So maybe Darlington can add a few words today. Darlington's going to hate me for this.
And you're making me go after Kavina. That's not fair.
You're one of the most experienced guys in Intersect. That's why. So I'm thinking, maybe Darlington can give a few advices to him.
Yeah, really good to see all the faces. It's been a while since I've been able to join here. I really will echo what Kavina said about going in and being able to shape the committee and how the committee works. that's part of the role, and I'm glad it's now 2 years. Because when I was on the committee, it was some of the most frustrating thing was the bureaucracy and sometimes hard it is to make Intersect do something that the committee have aligned on. So hopefully with the longer period, you have a chance to really see something over the finish line from start to end when you take your seat. So I am looking forward to that and looking forward to see some agendas that really is inclusive of Africa and Asia. So I'm in a commit. I'm not running for any seat. I don't know anytime soon, but I am happy to pick up a shovel if anything around collaboration between Africa, East Africa, Kenya. So my DMs are open, and good luck. Hopefully, we get a lot of folks in this round.
Awesome. Thank you, Darlington. And sorry for throwing you under the bus like that. Actually, I saw somebody else raise their hand. I saw Seydou raise his hand. Seydou, do you want to add something?
Yeah, Malik, just a brief to add to what Darlington said. Not much is just add to because Kavina has already spoken. I just want to encourage our guys that they are not there alone. They are there on behalf of all of us. Some of us have not get the time to pick this trouble to serve Intersect on behalf of our region. So we just want to comment them that even if they don't win, they should stay around and then let's support and push the mission of Kagame together. Some of us have not will not run, and we have never run before because of time, but we'll continue to support them. I've just opened my dashboard, and then I'm doing the voting all today because I don't have time much to do that. So because this call has opened my eye, I never knew Nona Safo is running again, but this call has told me that a lot of them are still in the race. So I just want to commend them and tell them that they are not there alone. They should keep the flag high for all of us. Thank you.
Love that. Thank you, Seydou. So I think something I keep hearing from everybody is that, yes, just because you don't get selected in this, you don't get elected, doesn't mean that's the end of the journey. There's so many different ways you can contribute to Cardano. There's so many different ways you can be part of this whole journey. And there's quite a lot of people, like I'm sure, some of you guys who are working in the committees, there are people who are that were not elected that comes and helps up in these committees as well. So you could always do that as well. And Intersect does include everybody from all over the place. Anyways, wonderful candidates, and thank you for spending your time today and listening to our candidates speak. And for the candidates, thank you so much for coming and putting yourselves out there and running for these elections. You guys are what makes Cardano work. You are what makes this chain actually become something more than just a speculative tool. So thank you so much for all the hard work you guys are doing, and all the best with the elections, and best of luck to everybody. So with that, I think it's time for us to finish our town hall. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.